This is Special Training's at-home workout for Thursday, June 4th. So a couple different variations for this workout depending on whether you're at home or you're in person, and depending on the space you have and accessibility of equipment you have at home. So some movements and workout format may apply to you, some may not. So just listen to all of them and you can kind of pick out the ones that might apply to you and make the most sense based on what's going on for Thursday. So if you are at home, we are going to start out with 4 sets of 5 per leg of a dumbbell single leg RDL into 2 broad jumps. We're going to take 60 seconds of rest in between sets. The goal is to work on some single leg hinge control and then some explosive movement afterwards. If you are doing the in-person workout in class, you will be performing 4 sets of 1 deadlift plus 3 hang power cleans. Okay, so we're working on some hinging ability plus reintroducing some hang power clean technique work. Okay, we're getting lots of reps in this complex and in our conditioning portion. So we want to groove that movement, make sure we still know what those positions are, then how to coordinate our hips with our shoulders to land and get into the correct positions. We're going to take a 90-second rest between those sets. We want you to build to a moderate load, still keeping in mind that we're working on technique, so we're not going beyond technical failure. So let's demonstrate these movements. Let's start with the at-home movements with the single leg RDL. And so a couple different ways to do this. With a dumbbell, you're going to take it in your right or left hand, and the opposite leg is going to be one that you are moving with or doing the RDL with. So if I have a dumbbell in my right hand, I'm going to do the RDL with my left leg. So I'm going to shift all my weight onto that leg. I have a slight bend in my knee. From here, I can either, depending on my balance ability, slide my foot back and come down, or I can lift my foot off the floor and reach it behind me. Notice that as I'm doing this, I'm going slow down my leg, almost brushing the weight down my leg under control. So we're really focused on decelerating the body on the way down. We should have equal weight in the foot and the heel. And then I'll simply switch sides until I've done 5 per leg. From there, I'm doing my broad jumps. So your choice, if you would like to broad jump as far as you can and you're able to do that, great. If you don't have the room, you can still broad jump and maybe do a shorter distance, or you can do a drop jump. So if we're doing a broad jump, hands go behind, bend the knees and the hips, hinge a little bit, jump as far as you can, land, pause for a second to make sure you're stuck to landing, and then reset, go again. If you don't have that amount of room, you can do what's called a drop jump. Drop jump is very similar to, in this case, it's very similar to dropping in the bottom of a clean. So what you're going to do is start with the hips, hip width apart. Start with your feet hips width apart, and then you're going to drop into a squat, decelerate your body, stop, stand, reset, drop. Okay. So those are the 2 variations there. Again, taking a 60-second rest in between. If you're doing the barbell variation, barbell will start on the ground. You will perform 1 deadlift, getting the shoulders behind the bar, standing tall through the legs and the hips. And then we go through 3 hang power cleans. Hang power cleans look like this. Okay, so for the deadlifts, a couple technical points. Shins start vertical. I squeeze my pretend fruit in my armpits to lock my shoulders into place. Okay, my chest is nice and tall, chin is slightly tucked. I'm going to push through my feet, push my hips forward to stand tall. For my hang power clean, I need to make sure that my shoulders come over the bar versus staying behind the bar as we start to get into that hang position. Be patient with the arms as you sweep the bar in and catch like you're landing from a jump. Right? You don't necessarily land stiff-legged. get straight legs, straight knees. We land a soft bend in the knee. Okay. So once we're done these two pieces, okay, whichever one you're doing, we'll then go to our conditioning portion. This workout is a guess who workout. So one of our athletes, not a coach, athlete, made this workout, and you get to guess who made up this workout. How it's going to run: 4 rounds for time with a 2-minute rest in between rounds, starting with 20 double unders or 20 single unders, 1-to-1 double to single, or 20 hops over a line, 10 deadlifts, 10 box jumps, 200-meter run. If you're at home, you can do a 250-meter row or 500-meter bike, 6 hang power cleans at the same weight as your deadlift, 6 burpee over your dumbbell or over your bar, 20 double unders to finish it off. After that last set of double unders, hops over a line or single unders, you will then take your 2-minute rest. So a couple of things to note: you can do your deadlifts with your dumbbell, your barbell, or some other weighted object. You can also do a weighted good morning if you don't have a good deadlift object. Toolbox, weighted backpack would also work. Box jumps. Box jumps can be done to a stair. Doesn't necessarily have to be a box. A sturdy stool, bench, or chair would also work. 200-meter run. Again, we're looking for about a minute to minute 15 seconds worth of running. If that needs to be something different like high knees or butt kicks or jumping jacks, that's fine. 6 hang power clean. Remember, this is the same weight as your deadlift. So whether you're using a dumbbell or a barbell, same load. For barbells, okay, our RX weight or as prescribed, this is not me, again, this is based off the athlete who created this, 135 for males, so 135 pounds, 93 pounds for females, for both the deadlift and the hang power clean, so you don't have to switch out loads. This also means that base your load off the hang power clean, not the deadlift. 6 lateral burpee over bar. If you have the space to do bar facing burpees, please do. Note that in class we'll do a lateral burpee over bar to maintain a 6-foot distance between people. And then we have our 20 double unders down there. So to demonstrate movements, if you're using a barbell for your deadlifts, okay, we're starting here. Shins are nice and vertical. Okay, we're squeezing our shoulders back, and we're finishing at the top with our shoulders behind the bar, knees and hips in full extension. You can do this with a dumbbell by your side, like this, or 2 dumbbells that give equal loads, or you can straddle if you'd like as well, that's fine. Or if you have 2 dumbbells, you can do it that way. For our box jumps, we're looking for you to jump onto a surface, stand tall, and step down or jump down. If that isn't doable because maybe you have painful knees or ankles, you can do step-ups as well. We have a run, and then we go to our hang power clean. Okay, so hang power clean will start at the knees. Okay, you must deadlift the bar up first, then begin at the knees. Catch, stand tall before bar comes back down. This can also be done alternating hands with a dumbbell, like so. Or if you have 2 dumbbells, you can do a double hang power clean. Last but not least, we have a burpee over object, lateral, or if you have the room, you get to do bar or dumbbell facing burpees, 2-footed hop over the object. And then we can choose to do our double unders, single unders, or hops over the dumbbell or imaginary line. All right, guys, have an awesome day and an awesome workout, and enjoy the Guess Who game.